Namaste, my Zen zebras. Namaste, my merry mermaids, my merry mermen. Namaste, my ninjas. Namaste, ninjas. My bella butterflies, my unique unicorns. I always forget unique unicorns. That's a picture of my lovely mommy. She was cooking, and she was very happy when she got that picture taken, because she didn't like getting her picture taken. So that's my lovely mommy in the last apartment we lived in together. And I always keep my picture of my mom right here next to the angels and next to the Ireland doll that says Kathleen, that she brought me from Ireland a million years ago. And I got an angel down here, angels here, and that's my mommy. Hi, Deception. Dismantled. How are you? How's everybody doing? I just wanted to come on. I missed everybody so much, and I look a hot mess, so I didn't want to show you myself. I'm getting ready to go on another trip. So I wanted to come on and talk to people. I had a dream about, actually, it was during a walk. When I first had a walk, after not walking for a long time, before my last trip, we went to Texas. We're in Texas, but we had to drive far away, Texas, Bryan, Texas. And it's ironic because my nephew that we're going to the wedding, his name is Brian, and it's spelled the same way, Bryan. Hi, Rain Cloud. Hi, Jessica Dean. Jessica, you're from Ireland, right? Welcome in. Everybody tell me where you're from. Rain Cloud, are you from England? Let me know. Deception Dismantled, where are you from? Echoes of Clarity. I like your channel. I caught it the other day. I was waiting for your live to start one day, and then it didn't start right away, so then I went away and I came back, and then it started. Washington State? Oh, good, okay. For some reason I thought you were from England. Okay. Washington State in the house. Alabama in the house. Alabama in the house. And Ireland's in the house too, with Jessica Dean. Welcome, guys. I'm sorry I didn't tell anybody I was doing this. I usually tell my group of friends that I collab with, and I give them a call, but I'm still located in my bedroom. And I don't even want you to see my bedroom, even though I didn't even get any credit for cleaning and dusting this area. It's just that I'm in between moving again. Not moving, friggin' traveling. Can't take it. I just can't take it. I really can't. But I'm glad Devin's going with me. And I just have to pack my makeup and my medicine today. And the contents of my pocketbook. So other than that, my suitcase is packed. Devin did help me. But, things are a mess. I'm going to show you me, guys, because it's bad. It's bad. I told you it was bad. I told you it was going to be bad. Okay, that is Noxzema all over my face because my mom used to say if you can't wake up, and it's also good for your skin, put Noxzema on your face and start your friggin' day. Okay. So I know. Can I look any worse? This is a clown. I even have a purple shirt on, so. But I missed you guys because when I went to the memorial, I took little short videos of like a minute quick videos. I thought I was going to be able to do a quick live from my bedroom, but we were like busy every single minute of that trip. And so I didn't want to be rude and just like stay in my room. So I stayed with Devin, and you know, uh the memorial was very beautiful. It's just After we got there, after driving like 5 hours, um, we got to his house and we couldn't find any food menus. And the last thing you want to do is go back in the car. So Devin was like having a diabetic sugar attack, like where he was getting ready to pass out. But meanwhile, I bring all drinks. I had seltzers, I had waters. He wouldn't drink anything, and I had Diet Coke for me, you know. He wouldn't drink anything because he's like, if I drink on the road, then I'll have to use the bathroom. His brother didn't drink or eat anything. And I'm like, am I the only person who needs to drink or eat something? I guess so, because I wasn't driving. But anyway, I just need a little bit, like a little snack, a little, and coffee, so I don't get a headbanger, which I'm about to make soon because, so I don't get a headbanger, all right? And it's already 11 something, so I got to start my day. But hi, Tracy. Hi, buddy. No, you're not late. I'm literally, this is my bed. I'm getting out of my bed, sort of. Here's my bed. Okay. Here's my pillow. Yeah, of course my pillowcase has to be purple. Okay, sorry to scare so many people, probably scared. Who's this clown posse? So anyhow, so Devin was looking like he was going to faint. And so finally he accepted. We're at the house then, and he had a beautiful house. But he was at work. The guy that we were staying with, he was at work till like 9:30. We got there around 5. So, um, then Devin finally ate the healthy snacks that I gave him, but it was too late. Like when you're diabetic, you have to eat at a certain time. You can't just quick eat a whole bunch of things afterwards because he still got sick. He still was like, So then I said, okay, I started calling places, like the pizza places that I thought were around there. And I called this one place. It was called RH Pizza, something like that, RX Pizza, um, or Mr. G's Pizza, something like that. And I called them up and I said, do you deliver? And they go, yeah, yes, sure, we do. Where do you live? And I go, do you deliver it to Bryan, Texas? And they were like, started laughing. And they go, ma'am, this is Alabama. So maybe I was calling by you, deception. Um, anyway, they go, this is Alabama. So I go, okay, sorry about that. Right. So me and my brother-in-law had to go with my GPS and drive, and he's not good at it. Trust me, he is not. He just turned 70 or is going to turn 70, but he has had cancer in his palate. So they had to take out a lot of bones and things like on his face. And so he forgets a lot of things and he's not good ordinarily, even without the cancer, with the cancer, without the cancer, he's not good with technology. So when I say not good with technology, I mean, he goes, oh, I don't have that in my phone. I don't pay for GPS. And I go, everybody has it. You Google it. If I could do it, oh, I'm lame with technology. You could do it. And he's like, no, no, I can't. So anyway, I had to sit with my phone doing the GPS and telling him, okay, turn right, turn left. Okay, in about 5 miles, we're going to turn. Anyhow, so we got the food, we got home, but it still was probably too late for Devin. But he was okay, thank God. I mean, he did have the healthy snack bar. Um, I had to force him to drink water. Like then he starts getting like stupid, like where he doesn't drink water. So I was taking care of him. Then his brother got sick on the trip the next day when we were going to the church. We went to breakfast with the group of their friends. I didn't know any of them except one man. I knew one man on this trip, my brother-in-law and his friend. Um, but anyhow, long story short, we're back from that trip, but both of them were sick, and then I was okay, and then we get back on Monday. What day do we get back? Sunday. We get back on Sunday, right? We leave Sunday morning. We have a couple of trouble with getting gas, and we had to stop at the bathrooms and stuff. Anyhow, we get back, and then I'm sick with the stomach virus. I'm like, or IBS, my IBS kicked in. So I don't know if it's because I have to travel again, I have to leave the dogs. But let me just get back to my point. I'm not even reading what you guys are saying. Hi, Lisa Sarn. Have snacks in handy. Yes, I will bring them. But here's the thing. They're stubborn Devin and stubborn Warren won't eat anything when they're flying because they don't like to use the bathroom on the plane or even at the airport. Okay. So, he's a very stubborn diabetic. Um, doesn't listen. Like I do all these things to try to prevent him from doing a header. Um, And so, like, yeah, you have to have little meals when you're diabetic. Even like I'm a little hypoglycemic, I noticed. I get very cranky if I don't get that cup of coffee and a little snack. Just a little something. Just give me a little something. Throw me a bagel, okay? Or throw me a English muffin and a coffee, and I'm good. Or throw me a I have these breakfast bars that are they're pretty healthy for you, and they have banana in them. The vitamins from the banana, or throw me a banana, okay, and a cup of coffee. Always with a cup of coffee, not a cup of water, a cup of coffee, or a cup of tea. All right, that's okay. That's fine with me. All right, I know I can't stand myself because he's a Taurus. Yes, he's a bullheaded Taurus. But but guess what? Guess what my brother-in-law is? Because he's stubborn too. He just makes believe he's listening to you and then he says yes, yes, yes. Then he does whatever the F he wants. Because he's a Scorpio. And that's what my daughter used to do to me. She would yes me to death. Laura, you gotta, make sure that you pick up your uniform, your robe for graduation, so me and your father could see you graduate from college. I Even if it's a 2-year degree, but it took you 3 years. We want to see you graduate. We want to see you walk the stage. Okay, yeah, I'll get it. I'll pick it up. Comes graduation. What time do we have to leave? Where's the invitations? Where's everything? I'm not going on stage. I don't want to. That was a big fight, but to no avail because she just yesed me to death and made believe, and her father too, and made believe that we were going and and she was going to go do what she was told to do, but then she didn't do it. She did what she wanted to do. Okay, so thank you. I don't get to have a grandchild, and I don't get to have a graduation. All right, I just get to do all the work. All right, anyhow, my face is starting to dry up, but I wanted to tell you something. Scorps aren't that bad. No, I love Scorps. Scorps are very loyal and royal, but they're going to do what they want to do, okay? And she came out of my body telling me what to do, trying to tell me what to do, being my mother. And I was like, hey, who's the mother here? All right, me, this one. I'm the mommy. You have to listen to me for a couple of years. Okay. Um, you're hypoglycemic. If you eat breakfast, sometimes it makes your sugar drop. By lunch, it's weird. Yeah. Yeah, Devin says that too. Sometimes he says, no, it's better if he doesn't have anything. But like he'll wake up, and if he even takes his blood sugar, he didn't take his blood sugar checking with us on the trip. His friend was asking him, where's your blood sugar checker? Oh, I didn't bring it. I don't want to bring it because I don't want to know. And he goes, that makes no sense at all. Yeah, I go, welcome to my world. But sometimes he'll wake up, he'll take it, and it's 2:45, right? Just try. It's very stressful when you're trying to keep somebody alive. That's how I feel I am. I'm trying to keep somebody alive that I love very much. And, you know, he doesn't always try to keep himself alive. But anyhow, I want to tell you something, so I'm just going to turn you, I'll let you look at Dublin because I'm going to make this short. I'll let you look at Dublin. Dublin. You're so beautiful. Okay. So, trying not to show you my messy room. Okay. So, Dublin is going to sit on my lap, and you're going to look at Dublin because he's beautiful, and I'm not. Okay. I look a hot mess. Look at Dublin's back. He's so strong. And his legs move. Wait, let me show you Dublin's legs. Look, Dublin could kick. He could kick. Okay, Dublin, just stand straight. Okay, he's standing straight now. Aw, thank you, Deception. Thank you. I'm going to call you DD for short. Okay. Um, yeah, so, and Deception, let me know what you think about this because this was, I went on a walk, right? And here's his eyeball. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Fleck. What time is it here? It's late. I know I should not be in the bedroom at all. It's 11:58 in the afternoon, so it's getting ready to be. I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna turn you over here. It's getting. See, it's sunshine now. It's getting ready to be 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's the outside of my house. And Mary, statue of Mary is right here. Can you see Mary? Mother Mary? Okay, so let me just tell you, let me freaking tell you my story. It doesn't matter if I look like a friggin' nut. All right, see, it's absorbing in my skin, so I'm going to wash it off, then I'm going to go make the coffee. All right, and have cinnamon toast. And put a little cinnamon on top of it because that's good for your blood sugar and make you feel filled up. Okay, I'm not diabetic, but I like to I have my 3 meals a day. Okay. So anyhow, and what did I have for dinner last night? Oh yeah, it was just half of a thing, a vegetable lasagna, but it was only half of it, and it was really early for me. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. Sorry about that. I start thinking about food, and then I'm thinking about, oh, when did this happen? Okay, so I'm walking in the park, right? I'm walking, and I'm so happy to be in this park because I hadn't been doing my walking because who can walk when you got to travel? Then there's hurricanes and tornadoes and your house is getting destroyed, so you got to just sit with your animals. So anyhow, I'm walking in the park. I'm not thinking about anything, right? I'm trying not to think about anything because I'm just trying to say, hey, let me just make it around the park 2 times and maybe that'll be a mile. I'll just see if I can listen. I was listening to a podcast. I don't even know what it was, but I said, let me try to listen to this for 20 minutes because then I'll be walking for 20 minutes. But then it started getting really hot. It was like 102. Okay. But, I could stand it because I wanted to push myself to walk. I want to be healthy. And on these trips, I haven't been able to walk that much. So, except for Ireland, I did walk a lot. My kids were running in front. So, anyhow, I'm walking, and all of a sudden, I hear uh, oh my gosh, Sebastian's voice. And what did he say to me? He said, Katrina, I am in heaven. Of course I'm in heaven. I'm not when they find me, I'm not going to be alive. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Sebastian. I'm so sorry. He's like, no, don't be. He goes, Katrina, when I got up here. Okay, I'll be right out. Thank you. Okay. So he goes, when I got here, when I was at home, oh my God. I need an office. When I got here, yeah, I have it all over my face. I have to wash it. I let it absorb into my skin to kind of moisturize it and wake me up. and Noxzema smells like my mom, so then I'm with my mom again. So that's when I put it on. I very rarely use it, but sometimes I use it in the shower too, because it is good for your skin. I get the one that's moisturizing, anyhow, because I'm a dry alligator. Um, anyhow, so I'm walking, and he says to me, "Hi, Katrina. You know, when I was home, I was the only child, right?" And I go, "Well, what about Faith?" And he goes, "Yeah, but I never saw her." He goes, "What did I see her like twice?" And like twice in years, like we're not growing up as brother and sister, and we're always apart, so it wasn't like brother and sister. He goes, "But when I got here, there was I have brothers and sisters up here, Katrina." I was like, "What? What did you just say?" And I'm always like, I don't know if you guys as psychics and empaths go through this. I always say, am I going through an imaginative thing? Am I trying to imagine too much? Because I'm just walking here. I'm just like walking here. What is it, my pants? Sorry. Prada boxes. What? Okay. Ooh, what is she hiding from us? She has a Prada box. Well, once a year I go to the store and I get myself perfume, right? One thing of perfume, right? And so I got my Prada perfume, and they gave me a box. It's empty, but they gave me a box, and it's really cool. I'm like, I'm gonna keep that box. Anyhow, so I'm walking, and he's saying, when I got to heaven, in other words, I'll just, Sebastian, is that okay if I say it in my own words? He's like, sure, go ahead. Go ahead. He's doing that with his hand. Go ahead. Something like, go ahead. Like, oh, he's trying to be cool now. Okay, so thank you, Sebastian. So what he was trying to say is that when he got to heaven, he had brothers and sisters up there. He goes, they were older than me, Katrina. They were older than me. So not that many, but it's like, he goes, a brother and two sisters. So sometimes when you have, and I was like, oh, Katie must have had miscarriages or something else. Okay, because even if you have a miscarriage, oh, look at this bird. Just decided to come and sit here. Do you see it? Can you see that, guys? This bird just decided to come sit there. And now he's gone. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so I was like, a big light bulb goes on in my head. And he was like, I don't have to be alone anymore, Katrina, because I have brothers and sisters up here. I have a brother. He's shown me a brother and two sisters. So I don't know if there's any more than that, but there's definitely three others. He goes, three others like me. And the brother is, he's shown me the brother is taller than him, like more muscular, like darker. And then the sisters are lighter, like they kind of look like Katie. Yeah. Oh my gosh. They kind of look like twins. Are your sisters the same age? Hmm. God, oh God, 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 God. Okay. So, what he's saying to me, and I didn't try to tap in, guys. I just rolled out of bed. Okay, as you could see. But I really wanted to touch base with you guys because it's been too long. I'm used to doing videos since 2019, like 2 a day, sometimes 3, then maybe at least, twice in a week. And I just feel like I haven't because I bet this has taken all of my energy. But he's slipping in. That one time he knew I'd be relaxed. That's why I got to get to the park more often, because he knows I'm relaxed in the park. Also when I'm in my car. But lately it's been really hot in the car, because when it's 105 outside the car, in the car, it takes a long time for it to cool off. But anyhow, the park, it was just beautiful. Like, even if I sat on a bench if I wanted to, but I didn't. I pushed myself to walk. And he says to me, the kids up there, his siblings up in heaven, feel the same way as I do. And I said, how's that? What do you mean? They feel like they weren't wanted. They feel like they weren't wanted 100%. There's no time for us. There's no time that they allotted for us. So whether they were miscarried or the A word, I'm not allowed to probably say it on and this is allegedly, and this is in my opinion, but I did hear on another newscast that there were other kids, and this isn't the first time, because it was a weird feeling. It was like I got a scared feeling and then a happy feeling, because Sebastian doesn't have to be alone anymore. Sebastian is a brother and has older siblings that could talk to him and have the same. That's what he's like, Katrina, it's cool because we have similar stories that we could tell each other, and we could be there for each other and be brothers and sisters to each other and help each other to feel wanted and loved. That's what Jesus taught us when everybody transferred over, whether it be by baby, miscarriage, A word, or M word. Jesus meets you, goes through your life review, and gives you the answers that you need to. As when you're a kid, you get answers, because when you're a kid, you're innocent, or a baby or an unborn baby, you are an automatic angel. So Sebastian's like, you believe I got my wings? I don't show them yet. Not ready to show them yet. He did show me a little bit, a gray silverish color. And I was like surprised. Oh, I didn't, why wouldn't they be green? He's like, no, I don't go like that. Like everything being green. He goes, no, sometimes you change. He goes, the gray look better. Silver, they're like gray to silver. And they light up. Anyhow, the point being, I heard on another, I review a lot of podcasts and shows, different shows, channels, and I heard Seth Rogers saying, when he was describing, they were asking him the questions about him being born, Sebastian Rogers being born, and like what was the, with his birth. Oh, and he said, well, Katie found out she was pregnant, and then yeah, and he was a full term. Just when he said that, I played it back. I played it back a couple times, and I thought at first he just meant, oh, like, he came to 8 months or 9 months. He wasn't born early. Then something in my head went, there are other babies that didn't live to the full time, that didn't make it full term. Then my validation for me, between me and Sebastian, or me and my spirit guides, was when I was walking, and that voice kept coming in my head, and I was like, is that Sebastian or is that my imagination? Because that's what you do as a reader. You always, you don't always have a knowing. At least I don't. And I'm very honest about it. I'm a very imaginative, creative person. So sometimes I think, oh, that's my imagination going, So anyhow, I know when I talk to the source, he's telling me, Sebastian, not he, Sebastian is telling me, there's other people up here that they're like me. They're my brothers and sisters and brother. So far, that's what I know. One So then that would be how many pregnancies? At least at least two other pregnancies besides Sebastian. Because I think the girls are twins. If they're not twins, they were born a year apart. That's Irish twins. Okay, so I was going to ask him if they were all the same mother and father, but he just said, don't ask me that right now. Doesn't matter. They're all the same mother. Okay. That's all. Like when spirit doesn't want to tell you something, don't push it. Okay? Cuz it just means that you can't handle the answer. Like psychically and in your mind, in your brain, you cannot handle it. So what I did was I lit a lot of sage that day when I got home. I had it in the car, but it was just too hot in the car. So when I got home, I sat at my dining room table. I always think I'm going to do a video, but I was like in the mood of not doing videos and just sitting with that information. And then I was like, you know what? I got to tell the Mystic Brady Bunch because when I finally do have enough time in about 2 weeks, when I'm already back from all the vacations are done, um, then something else will be going on. I mean, hopefully they're going to find him, but I don't know. I don't like to ever say a date. I still see something with July, maybe a big thing coming out in June as well. But I hate saying it because I've said it before for summer, and summer, like, could have put me over the edge. And even Suzanne Morphew, I did probably the most amount of videos for her. And Spirit told me it's not the quantity. Don't just do the videos for the quantity, even though a lot of people are doing it. Just that just talking about nothing, but maybe one sentence about Sebastian, and then they put Sebastian in their title. I'm not going to do that. Okay. If you watch me, you watch me. I'm not monetized. I don't know what's going on with that. Um, I'm kind of leaving it in God's hands. I did not set up the website. I tried to advertise my art. I did not get any calls about it. I tried to advertise my readings. I got that one call, a few weeks back. But I'm telling you right now, it's really hard to have a business. And I'm not going to change myself. I'm not going to be cutthroat. I'm not going to holler for the dollar, okay? Because God will show me a different way. I will advertise my stuff more, though, more often, like I used to do, like a whole video on my art and how it heals the chakras. Um, so, but sometimes, when I'm busy, I just feel like doing my videos, doing my readings, and whenever I can fit the reading in. But I did think it was important for people to know that Sebastian isn't alone. Sebastian has his family members, and he's finally accepted, and that's a big thing for him. Let me just go back in the chat, and then I am going to be out. I was going to try to do Gemini, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough time or headspace to do it. But I might pop on again later. But anyhow, let me see what anybody is saying. You've done one reading because there's so much going on. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you have to sit and meditate and, ask your spirit guides to help you. That's the only way I could do it. And then sometimes they just come in. They kind of, kids and I have a connection ever since Gannon. JJ, Evelyn, baby Evelyn, which I wasn't used to a baby talking to me, but I told everybody she was in the spirit world right away. And then a mother killed her. So I have Gannon talks to me, Evelyn, baby Evelyn. We have Sincere and Classic. How did I forget Sincere and Classic? I won't even say their other names. Never been found, but their parents are in jail. Of course, Summer. She doesn't talk to me that much lately. She doesn't talk to me lately. But I'm happy with that because that means she's enjoying heaven. Michael, Joseph Vaughan. I saw a kid that looked exactly like him. And he kind of looked at the park. And that's what was the indication. He was about 4 years old. He was running. They were playing soccer or whatever. And he was running and he walked past me and he looked up in my eyes and he had blue eyes. And I was like, oh my gosh, if he has, and he had that blonde, thick hair like Michael Joseph Vaughan, monkey. And I was like, if he looks up at me and he has blue eyes, I know it's the symbol for him. And he did. He looked up at me like he looked into my eyes. And I just smiled and he didn't smile back. And he walked by and I kept moving. Fleck, interesting. He had brother and sisters. Katie is keeping secrets. We all do. But we all do. Yes, we all do. And some things are none of people's business. That's why I always say it's allegedly. Could I be wrong? I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. Okay. Um, when will this be solved? Oh, I wish I knew. I wish I knew. It's in Tennessee, so I don't have that much faith in Tennessee. It's not that I don't think the cops are on it. You need somebody that's really, you know, that's really focused, that's going to look at the old stuff and compare it to the new stuff. Like even a new detective. There's a lot of corruption in Tennessee. If he would have died in California, we might have found him sooner. Katrina woke up at 333 the other night and felt the spirit in the room. Well, that's an angel number, so that's very good. It's a number of Trinity. That's good, Charlotte. Seth was like 22 and she was 14. Yikes. Yeah. Did you notice I never did my reading on Seth? Well, I did privately with the dowsing rods. And I didn't feel tapped in enough because I was just, back from vacation. But I had a couple questions and I did it. And don't ever do your dowsing rods. This is note to self. Don't do your dowsing rods without lighting a candle. And then I lit the candle and then I lit some incense. But then I didn't do my whole stack of prayers. I just did a general prayer. And I thought I was going to jump in there and I couldn't tap in. So they answered a couple of questions, but I didn't feel fully tapped in. So then I left that energy. Yeah. My mother used to say, if you're going to do something, do it right. Right, Mommy? That's right, Kathleen. Anyhow, it's hard and I feel the same way. I do free readings on my lives, not long, but one question. Because I told God that if I ever got out of the situation I was in with bad people and DV, it would be the hope and a friend needed when I was all alone. Yes, it's very good to do the free readings, and I'm not above that. But I paid my dues when I first came on. For all my life, I've been doing free readings, and I still continue to do. I do anything with the missing for free. Um, people know I have a post office box and a PayPal, but yet nobody really gives into that. You know, and that's okay. That's all right because Spirit tells me, God tells me, I will provide for you. But just do what you need to do. Don't hold back. Be giving. Okay? Don't be giving for something back. But it is a lot of people are mixing up their gift with having to pay the rent and having to pay bills. And yeah, I get that because I'm a Virgo. Okay? So I get that and I think of that. And then that just like takes all my energy away and it takes my psychic abilities and the beauty of conversations with Sebastian. So if I was going to do like a Patreon and just tell the people who paid me, $3.99 or $5.99 a month what I heard from Sebastian in the park, that would be very douchey of me, I think. And when you have a gift, you share your gift. And then you know what? Somehow, some way, things will get done somehow, some way. I'm not saying give away everything for free, but I'm going to tell you right now, not only me, it's not only me that's having trouble getting people to buy healing artwork, getting people to get it reading. And that's why I'm so glad that I don't rely on just my psychic stuff because, or my YouTube channel for money because, and I don't, because everybody is having trouble in the business of the psychic world, and everybody's having trouble just in general of making money. Um, I would say the only people that aren't having trouble are these big channels that have the Patreon, or they have GoFundMe's, and I don't respect it. I'm sorry, I don't respect that. Somebody like Seth, yeah, he has a GoFundMe because he wants to look for his kid and he can't concentrate at work and he wants to pay his bills and concentrate all his energy on finding his kid. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. Please allow people, who have missing children to at least find them and, to be off of work so that they could do that. But what happens is so many people, they'll get greedy and they'll, like with these Patreons and, all these people gifting other people. Like I know somebody who just goes on and I enjoy him. I watch him sometimes, he never gets to the point. But after 5 hours, he's already made all these, what is that called? Super chat, and people PayPal him money, and like I'm talking big amounts of money. I'm not just talking about $2.99 or $5, $20. It's like $50, $99, things like that. And so therefore that's all he does is his YouTube channel. He's not psychic or anything. So anyway, yeah, if that's what you're gonna do, you're gonna do that. I would be too scared to try to do that, and I don't feel like I would always be on psychically. I don't want to use my third eye all the time. That's why I come back and I show you my pants, and I come back and I just do a walk and talk. And I'm not necessarily channeling 24/7, 365, because then you would burn out your third eye and you would burn out your body. Okay. And I'm feeling pretty, I took my levothyroxine, which I take a lot, 150 milligrams or 157 for my Hashimoto's. But anyhow, I'm going to get going. I love you all. Emily, is Emily here? Emily, hi. Hi from Scotland. Gail Boyle, welcome to the Mystic Brady Bunch. If this is your first time, welcome. I hope you join us. I hope you become a sub. And Holly, hi Holly from Canada. 615, they might be trying to tell you something about 615, your angels. You drove through Tennessee many times since summer and went missing and found it odd where no missing post is. I remember you telling me that, buddy. At the gas station or Walmart. Yeah, somebody's been taking them down. Do their initials start with a D or C? That's what I mean. Those two people, how they treated their kids, all of their kids, all six of their kids, and they're not, well, he was in jail, but he was in jail for something else. There's so much corruption. I mean, there's corruption in every state, but that state, that's why it's like sometimes you just have to put it down. You have to say a prayer for the kid and you have to step away. And I always say I'm open and receptive to receiving any messages from you, Summer. But Summer was a little baby girl who also still loved her parents. As much as they did what they did, that's all she knew. But she knows the difference because Jesus taught her that she wasn't being treated right. And they should have never done this or that to her. Okay? But you got people like Candace's mother. Like you thought in all these years she would have spoke up. But no, no. So that makes her guilty too. Okay. But anyway, I'm always open and receptive to receiving messages, and some people always talk to me, like Gannon, and Gannon is usually the bell ringer. He tells me who to look for. He tells me, you got to help out with this. And I'm like, I don't do teenagers. And he was like, but Tylee really deserves your help. Okay. And that's why I put my old Lori Vallow, Tylee Ryan, and JJ video on my community page, because it was 4 years ago. And the stuff that I said, except for maybe the exact location, but what happened to them, because a lot of people thought they were alive. What exactly happened to them, I was spot on. Okay, maybe I got the color of the pajamas wrong, but I might have been seeing another pair of pajamas that he was in earlier in the night. Anyhow, I was correct on how they were taken out of this world. Okay, so um yeah, that and a dollar 75 will get you a black cup of coffee in some country, but not in here. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on and tell you that I am still on every single case. I still have my book open and writing down notes. I know I have to do Gemini. I would like to do Gemini in a perfect world. Maybe I'll start writing notes, but I have to pack first. I have to finish packing, and we're leaving at 4 in the morning. Okay? So what that means is usually, unless I take my pill early in the night, I won't get any sleep. And I might take my pill early in the night. We'll see how it goes. A lot of times I like to spend time with my dogs, because we've been leaving them so much, and well, at least I've been. And I think they're getting sick of it. So anyhow, I love you all, and I will come back as soon as I can, and I hopefully will look a lot better. Is that right, Dublin? You better, ma'am. I gotta get an Irish accent. I'm from Ireland, after all. Dublin. Mm. I can't bring this out with my dogs, because Snoopy will get too jealous. Snoopy thinks I have another dog. Okay, and he'll rip him apart. Okay, love you guys. Thank you for coming. We have 20 in the house. I will come back again another time, but I'll give you some notice. I love you guys. Namaste. Take care of yourself. I'm about to take care of this mess. But see how it all absorbed into my skin? Now I have to wash it out with cold water, and that'll wake me up, and then I'll start my day. Coffee, please. Stat.